This is a live broadcast of the main news coming to you from our Montreux studios in Bulawayo. Good evening and welcome. I'm Marilyn Gwenya. Susan Masona is interpreting the bulletin in sign language. Let's take a look at the headlines. Government approves a $2.4 billion plan to shield children from violence, poverty and labor. Farmers are assured of adequate deeping chemicals for the next 3 months. And later on in sports news, Mighty Warriors storm into COSAFA semi-finals after edging Botswana. Those are your headline stories for tonight. Let's take a look at our leading story, where local exporters are seeking ways of ramping up production in various sectors of the economy to expand their market share across the region and beyond.
Zimbabwe's exports continue to surge in all sectors of the economy, with local products dominating regional and international markets. In a bid to consolidate the registered gains, exporters are ramping up production as a way of meeting the ever-growing demand of locally manufactured products as well as agricultural produce. Miliband was ranked the exporter of the year in the agricultural equipment, while Traeger's Group was honored with a tour of their plant during the Zimtrade Exporters Conference in Bulawayo last week.
We have been providing a consistent product onto the market, quality product for our various markets in sub-Saharan Africa. So what we've noticed is consistency pays, and the quality speaks for itself. So it's support for the markets, quality and consistency that has enabled us to support these markets and year in, year out, reclaim that title of Agric Implements Exporter of the Year. So in support of NDS2, we are very much into industrialization and value addition. Our product is made of steel. So we are taking raw steel bars and manufacturing our plows for local consumption as well as regional consumption.
President Emmerson Mnangagwa spoke at a Zimtrade Exporters Conference in Bulawayo last week, highlighting that government is coming up with a raft of measures to enhance productivity within the economy as a way of guaranteeing exports.
Export competitiveness is only being enabled by trade policy, but through a whole-of-government approach. This has seen the prevailing macroeconomic stability, investment facilitation, streamlined incentives, improved access to finance, as well as predictable and investor-friendly environment for exporters. The implementation of programs for irrigation development, climate-smart agriculture, mechanization, land tenure security, and water infrastructure guarantees a consistent supply of exportable agricultural products and the raw materials for agro-processing. Similarly, robust destination marketing, standards enforcement, skills development, and investment promotion in the tourism sector is yielding positive results. Zimbabwe is fast becoming a tourist destination of choice and a service export hub. It is commendable that the ongoing reforms have also improved policy coherency, especially in the export drive that is anchored on efficient production systems. This is further augmented by competitive services, allowing enterprises to grow, invest, and export with confidence.
In 2025, the country raked in $9.7 billion United States dollars through exports, which is a 30% increase from the 2024 figure of $7.4 billion United States dollars. Chris Shawanda, SABC News, Harare.
Government has approved a $2.4 billion United States dollar national action plan targeting to strengthen social safety on children against emerging issues such as online violence, poverty, and child labor. The 5-year action plan was revealed during a post-cabinet briefing held in Harare this Tuesday.
Government has made a bold statement of intent towards enhancing child social protection after considering and adopting a national action plan that will run from 2026 to 2030. Now, this came out during a post-cabinet briefing convened in Harare this Tuesday, where the Minister of Information, Publicity and Broadcasting Services, Dr. Jemu Soda, highlighted some of the key aspects to be tackled under this national action plan.
The current plan aims to improve children's well-being by employing evidence-based methods and fostering multi-sectoral collaboration. Its goals include enhancing access to quality services, strengthening protection mechanisms, increasing community capacity, reducing child labor, and ensuring effective policy enforcement. The plan addresses emerging challenges such as child labor, poverty, and online violence, targeting vulnerable groups including orphans and girls who face the risk of child marriages. Cross-cutting issues encompassing gender, disability, and climate change are also integrated across all pillars.
Another key highlight from this post-cabinet briefing also focused on the forthcoming opportunities for Zimbabwe to ring-fence strides achieved to position the country as a destination of choice for hosting meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions.
The high-level profile meetings are as follows. Number one, the 23rd United Nations Tourism Committee on Tourism and Sustainability, commonly called CTS, which will be running from the 27th to the 28th of April 2026. The second one is the Committee on Tourism and Sustainability Linked Pilot Capacity Building Workshop, to be hosted from the 28th to the 29th of April 2026 in preparation for the International Year of Resilient and Sustainable Tourism 2027. And the second United Nations Tourism Regional Congress on Women Empowerment in Tourism in Africa, running from the 29th of April to the 1st of May 2026.
We also spoke to the Minister of Tourism and Hospitality Industry, Honorable Barbara Rwazi, to understand the impact and the ripple effects that this will have on Zimbabwe's revenue.
We are expecting a large number of people coming. Let me say, for the 3 events, internationals, we are expecting about 1,500 internationals coming into our country. We have experts that are coming from it's not just about tourism, but also the academic institutions or the academia space who are coming, the researchers are coming as well, and financial institutions will be coming, women who are operating within the sector of tourism across the continent. But more so, when we have these events, we want to show the world that Zimbabwe's tourism is also supporting what United Nations is alluding to.
Other key highlights from this post-cabinet briefing also highlighted the implementation of mechanisms for rural development initiatives. Now, this is a roadmap that targets to ensure that strides achieved under the Second Republic to enhance rural incomes and livelihoods are strengthened. Cabinet also received a report on a benchmarking visit by a Zimbabwean delegation to Kenya, who wanted to understand cancer management, and they gained valuable insights from this visit in Kenya. Theophilus Chuma, ZBC News, Harare.
The ruling ZANU-PF party is set to hold a Politburo meeting in Harare this Wednesday. In a statement, the party's Secretary General, Advocate Jacob Mudenda, advised all Politburo members that the meeting starts at 10:00 hours this Wednesday at the party headquarters. He said all members should be seated at 9:45 a.m. for the meeting. In our following report, public governance experts say clause 2 of the Constitutional Amendment number 3 bill, which proposes to transfer the responsibility of compiling and maintaining the voters' roll from the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission to the Registrar General, will ensure efficiency in the electoral process.
The Speaker of Parliament, Advocate Jacob Mudenda, gazetted the Constitutional Amendment number 3 bill on the 17th of February, following its cabinet approval 7 days earlier, starting the clock on a 90-day public consultation process. The draft bill, which will subsequently be debated by Parliament, proposes a series of legal reforms which aim to strengthen constitutional governance and promote political stability within the country, amongst many other objectives. Now, it is a total of 22 clauses, and Clause 2 transfers the powers of the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission of registering voters, compiling and maintaining the voters' roll to the Registrar General.
Clause 2 of the bill, in actual fact, amends Section 239 of the Constitution of Zimbabwe. It is Section 239 of the Constitution of Zimbabwe which mandates Zimbabwe Electoral Commission to maintain the voters' roll.
Public governance expert Dr. Tawanda Zinyama argues that the recent capacitation and digitization of the Registrar General's office to handle citizens' biodata places it in a position to ensure efficiency in the nation's electoral process.
The RG's office, Registrar General's office, is now capacitated to handle especially biodata or the information about each and every person in Zimbabwe. So if you look at the digitalization of the systems, I think it gives us the capacity to handle the issue.
Now, according to the Minister of Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, Honorable Ziyambi Ziyambi, Clause 2 ensures efficient